the Friday live stream, everybody. Loading screen music is a little much, so I'm just gonna log in. But welcome, happy Friday. Thank you for your patience in waiting. I would like to take a second to welcome anybody that's new to the live stream today. Hope that you have a good time. We do about 2 hours. I'm about to have a cat, that happens. And we're gonna be doing some 8-1 stuff, because I have some catching up to do. But before that, I want to tell a boring story, because that's also what we do here. I guess it's not really a story. It's more of an inquiry, because I want to know if this has happened to anybody, and if they have any ideas. Like, 20 minutes ago. Maybe I should back up. Maybe I don't need to. It doesn't matter. I was doing laundry. That's the backup. That's the premise, is I was doing laundry, like you do. And I put in a load. And normally, the way that works is you put it in, then you wash it, and then it's done. And like the door unlocks so you can move it into the dryer. And this time, just recently, I put it in, I washed it, and that was all good. And then it started beeping, and I didn't realize that this was hang on, I'm looking for my other glasses. I can wear these ones. I didn't realize that it was me beeping in my apartment. I thought it was like somebody outside that had like a weird, they'd like left their microwave on the stoop or something. I don't know. Apparently it was my laundry machine. And I go and look at it, and it's finished washing, and it says it's done. And it also says that the door is still locked. And indeed, the door is still locked. Like, you can't open it. And I was like, pressing different buttons, turning it off and on again. And it was still the same thing. It was finished washing, but the door was locked, and it refused to open it. And I was like, well, I don't know what to do. So what I did was I ran it for another rinse and spin cycle, because that's all I was allowed to do, was just like do another cycle of something. So I told it to rinse one more time and then drain. And I'm hoping that at the end of that it unlocks so that I can get my clothes and towels and blankets and stuff. Like, what's up with that? Okay, how you guys doing? Oh, no, there we go. That's the one that has me and the dog. Oh, man. Hey, guys, making some buttered rum. Buttered rum. I've heard of rum butter. I have not heard of buttered rum. Hello, Hazelnut, Ben, Christina. Final Image Studio, Motor Daffodil. How you guys doing? Oh, I just noticed not all my add-ons are on Twitch. That's odd. Like, you had add-ons that were on Twitch, but now they're missing, or you just realized that some of your add-ons you've just been downloading from another website. Your camera is set at a different angle? Is it? I guess it's kind of like a little bit that way. I can kind of squiddle it. I just have the one, and it's on a little tripod that I just scooch. So when I do the vlog, I just move my monitors out of the way because I have them on arms. And then I plunk the camera in the middle of the desk. And then when I'm done with the vlog for the stream, I just move them back over to the side. So I don't always nail the angle. I kind of want to get an arm for this because I want arms for everything. But before that, I need to replace this poor thing, because the only thing keeping this up at this angle is it's kind of leaning on the poor XLR cable, which I would be more concerned about, except, well, seems fine. I don't want to like, I can't damage, I mean, I could. I don't want to damage the mic, because the mic's expensive, but the cable came with the stand. The stand was like 10 bucks, so I'm not too worried about that. But I may need to replace that, because it tightens in every way except the one way I need. Okay, so, plans for today. I need to do a mix of BFA things and, or a mix of 8.1 things, I should say, and non-8.1 things. So the 8.1 things I need to do is I need to do the new Warfront. I have not done that yet, and I need to do it. I need to do the Incursion. There is an Incursion up. I believe it's in Zandalar. Yeah, there's an Incursion up right there for another 4 hours or so, so I need to do that because I haven't done one of those yet. Got to check that out. And then I would also like to, let me see, pet battles. Oh yes, PvP pet battles. Hiru's absolute favorite. Where has it gone? Oh my gosh, I completely forgot there's a new family battler. Oh. Maybe we start that today. Who knows? We'll see. I had totally blanked. I know I talked about it in the things in 8.1 video, but I've had blocked it from my memory after that. Brutal Pet Brawler, we are 9 wins away. So I think that maybe we should sprinkle them throughout the stream. Like, instead of just doing one marathon session, maybe I like queue one right now, and then sort of in between other things, we'll just like queue a couple of PvP with just like different teams. That might work out. Hive mind stuff. No plans yet. Mostly because I'm not in the loop of where they're at. Volume's low? I'll turn it up a little bit more. I noticed it was a little high last time, and when I was talking into the mic on my last stream, it felt a little loud, so I turned it back down. I've had a horrible afternoon. Oh, I scrolled and I lost it. Oh, this is exactly what I needed. Oh no! Went straight home into the shower. Oh no! Ooh, one of those days. Okay, so this is a real team. Let's see if my thing works, which I don't know if it does. But I know that we start with this one. Also, I have this tea in front of me and I haven't poured any of it yet. So how you guys doing? I need to still catch up with enough of the chat to find out if anybody else has had my laundry problem. And then we go ahead and land one of those on him. We just need to toast that thing before it cleaves down my entire team is basically the gist of this. It's a clogged drain thing. Did you reboot the washing machine? It didn't lock something with a sensor. I suspect that may be it because it was fairly full. I wasn't like kicking it shut or anything, but I did put a good amount of stuff in there. And some of them were pretty heavy towels. So I wonder if it's too full, but then I don't know how to fix it. Hopefully the drain, I guess I would just keep running it on drain until it fixes it. So I guess I don't know, do I blink? I'm gonna gift package and hope that I miss. I did not miss. Because if I had missed, I would have healed myself, and that would have been good, but I didn't. Bummer. Okay, well, anyways, that's that. Oh, I should have swapped. That would have been a good point to swap. Oh, well. That's actually fine, because now I can just do a bunch of damage to this thing, especially before it gets its buff up, because I'm going to be able to do that. I am now slower. That's unfortunate, but he's still got it dot up. I'm going to refresh that, because next time I bring out my Fellbat, I'll be able to, Black Claw it. Had to empty out a filter. Interesting. I had an IRL turtle quest the other day. I was driving home in a storm and saw a turtle trying to get across the road, so I pulled over and helped him get to the creek nearby. That sounds so... I mean, I hope the turtle made it. Sounds awesome. I hope that it had a happy turtle ending. You helped to make it to the water. I missed the first part. What is this about laundry now? You could just unplug the power? Ooh, I don't know if I can get back there. I must be able to, theoretically. Must be possible. Okay, so what's the deal here? The rabbit's probably gonna, like, dodge and burrow a lot. And it's going first. I'm just gonna try and fell immolate, I guess. Because it's gonna, yeah, there we go. So it's gonna dodge. There's not much I can do about that, really, except for wait it out. So we pass, and then it's gonna burrow. And this all sucks. So, I'm still gonna go for the... Yeah, because now it's going to burrow. Does it kill me with that? It's going to do low damage, so it might not kill me with that. So now I'm going to drain blood. Because assuming that I don't die, which I didn't, I can heal. And now he can't get away. So I can actually get my Fellimblade on him. My 1 dot damage. And now he's going to dodge again, because if you're slower than a rabbit, you're just doomed. Well, that's unfortunate. First stream, welcome here. Just finished the quest lines to update Castaway Point in some place in Drustvar. Joker likes the wall as a pillow. He is kind of doing a bit of a lean there. What are you leaning against? Are you leaning against the cat pillar? Because that looks like it would be terribly uncomfortable. I had like 20 add-ons, now there's only 6. Are you sure that you're selected the correct version of WoW and you don't have like WoW PTR selected there? How are you enjoying 8.1? I'm having a pretty good time so far. Oh, smashing my mic, I'm sorry. I'm having a pretty good time so far. There's a lot going on. There's a lot to do. I feel a little overwhelmed, like alright, so it's gonna go first. He's gonna do that. So I can at least bubble. Ugh. And dive, I suppose? I don't know. I don't think I win this. Because now he's gonna, He's faster, he's too fast. I thought we were doing good. Your glasses look like you're getting ready to do some home improvement. The other ones I think are in my basket over here that I can barely reach. And I have a cat on my lap, so I don't want to get up and move. I think they're trendy. They get out of the way at least. You can see me a little better, I don't know. I get to see the new Warfront. Hordes have to wait this time, which is only fair. Do not do them with war mode on. Ooh, that's fair. Yeah, no, I don't have any plans to do world PvP at this time. People are trying to talk me into it. I don't know if it's working, though. Okay, so first things first. Well, I would like to at least win one. You know? I would like to win one. Let's try again. Let's try one more. And then we'll head out. I want to do the... Do I want to do the Incursion first or the Warfront first? I'll do the Incursion first, because I think that one goes away. I mean, they're both going to last longer than the duration of the stream, but I think that one goes away first. I like the new Warfront, but I like a Wrathy better. Finally got my DK to 70 and made a Demon Hunter. I'm also a Mage at 120. Nice. Oh man, this thing again. Ugh, frustrating. Fine. Whatever. Oh, he's going same thing, yeah. Well, let's just go in. We'll do this. And then he's gonna... Oh no, he's gonna change the weather! I knew that! Darn it! Darn it, I knew that was coming too. I kinda wanna just, like, concede. And now Dreadful Breath. I mean, he's almost down. Does Dreadful Breath do more because of Acid Rain? Hostile damage over effects reduced aquatic abilities. It's not even aquatic ability though. There's got to be a reason people do Acid Rain before the Dreadful Breath. I guess it's just a cleave. They're just trying to do maximum cleave, which is effective. Make low go. Are you enjoying the No More Gone Pet Dungeon? I'm still yet to try it. I am. I did all of it that I needed to do for the week because it's there's only so much you do it and then you do it one more time for the challenge and that's it for your first week, and then after that you only have to do it once a week. So I am pretty much set and kind of excited about that. All right, so I can at least change the weather back. And we're gonna run into trouble because we're not faster than the rabbit. Like, you can't be, really. Do I die? I might die. Oh, no, he missed! He missed! The darkness made him miss! Am I going to RNG my way to victory? Probably not, but at least that helps. Hey there, Hazel. Hope you're doing well today. Thanks, Logan. I'm doing great. I'm having a good day. What do? We can go back. Well, the owl's, like, below half, which is annoying. But I will still actually be faster because this one is not the bunny. Wait, no, I'm not because I'm speed reduced. Darn it. Oh, well. Let's see if we can make it. Yeah, because we take less damage from that, so we can come in with a Nocturnal Strike. So I have a little bit more mileage, but I'm still hecked because I can't, there's no way for me to, unless, yeah, there's no way because he's going to be just so much faster. He's going to be doing all the dodging and all the burrowing. I have 2 all bunny teams. Maybe that's what I need to be queuing. Or I should just, if I'm going to keep queuing at the same team, I could try and think of a bunny counter. Or ask Kira what counters bunnies. How long do you normally play, and do you play every day? So lately, no. Well, I play when I need footage for videos. Lately, I don't play every day, and when I do play, I play for usually 2 hours or so if it's a stream day. And then on another day, maybe like a... I've been on a kick of playing other games recently. I plan on spending a lot more time in an 8.1, but I don't know exactly what the schedule is going to look like. Usually between 1 and 3 hours a day, though. I haven't really had time to play more than that in a long time. I think the glasses are cute. Thanks, Joe. Not interested in war mode at all. Same. I've just never liked world PvP. And that's not because I don't like PvP. I just like fair PvP. And it's not even fair. I mean, well, that's one part of it. But I like PvP when I'm not, when I've decided to do it, right? Like when I'm sitting down with the intention of, I'm going to spend this time PvPing. So, we did not win that, which is life. That is how life goes. In any case, let's try the Warfront here. I'm gonna have a little bit of a problem once it actually starts, because I'm gonna have to, like, swivel around, and I guess I can kind of play from here. I'm very twisted right now. Like, I guess I can just untwist. I guess I don't need to be facing this way. I don't know why I thought I would. I was like, I have a cat on my lap. I can't turn around. Wait a minute, I'm on a swivel chair, and I can. What am I looking for? The table's over here. Okay, I haven't done this yet. I'm assuming that the world content, because I also have not been to Darkshore yet, I'm assuming that the world quest, and I should double check this by just clicking on it, but that world quests, yeah, world quests and rares, they're horde controlled right now, right? Like you can do them, or you can do the rares. You can't do the world quests yet, but you can do the rares, but you're flagged in that zone. And if I just wait for 3 days and 17 hours, we'll take control of the zone. And then I can start, and then I can go and do the rares and the world quests and do more Darkshore content. but I'm assuming that for now and for the next 3 days and 17 hours, the only thing I really need to do is this once. Unless I want to do it to level alt or anything. The turtle made it to the water. I had to scan, it found 2 more WoW games. Bizarre, but I found my add-ons. Weird. Holding the power button to unlock the washer. I'll try that. Okay. Have not done this yet. I didn't even do this on PTR because I didn't want to. I'm going to take... This is all probably fine. Shadow Crash can get out of here. I don't think I need it. I don't think it's going to be like a AoE kind of thing. I'm not working in the hive mind. Did they solve it? Did they solve it already? I thought they were still figuring it out. Also, I don't want to ride that. Man, I want to ride this one. I want my ghastly charger. Oh, we're coming in. I'm pointing. I'm pointing with vigor. Whew. I probably should have skipped that cutscene, but I was very excited about how vigorously I was pointing. Okay. Aberdeen threat reduced. Interesting. See, now I'm trying to remember. Wait, is this a bad idea? I just said that I didn't want to, I've aggroed a large variety of things. They don't seem to hurt that badly, actually. This is different. So when you first start, a Arathi. See, now I'm just gonna be comparing to Arathi in my head. What do you even do? Like, you run outside and you go, like, chop down, you go try and take the resources, right? Like the mine and the lumber mill. So what am I trying to do here? I'm trying to reduce the threat. This feels more like a scenario. There obviously is lumber and iron. Gather throughout the Warfront, but it'll be, maybe after this they'll unlock our base or whatnot. I would do Warm Home, but I'm incredibly bad at PvP. I mean, from my understanding, and I'm not the right person to talk about this because I haven't touched World PvP in years, or really much ever. World PvP is partly about being good, but a lot more about, you know, having numbers or having the right Azerite gear, or you know, just having better gear. I farmed them on 10. You do the version I farmed them on 10 alliance characters. How dangerous is it though? Like, if I'm flagged, like I said, I really don't want to mess with the Horde. You know? I think that the players of the Horde are lovely individuals, and I'm not trying to pick a fight. Have not done the assault yet. That's kind of my plan for after this. I need to do the Warfront. I need to do the assault. I want to do some pet PvP wins, and then failing all of that, there's probably some pet battle stuff you need. You know what? Maybe what I'll do for pet battle, the achievement this time around, especially because I'm not saying it right now. I didn't do a video for the last family whatever achievement, and I'm not doing one this time. Because it's just, that's a task that is much better crowdsourced, and I strongly recommend websites such as Wowhead Comments and Wow-Pet Guide for that kind of thing. But for just doing it for myself, I'm thinking maybe just every day if I'm doing the world quest for the sake of a pet charms, then I'll just try and figure out teams on the go for that while I'm doing them. It'll take me way longer, because you could theoretically single day grind out the entire, what do they call it this time? Family Battler. You could grind out Family Battler in one day, because you can go fight any of these pet tamers that you want, and you can fight them as many times as you want. So I could just do a lap and spend a lot of time and do it, but I think I'd rather just do it while I'm doing the stuff that gives me pet charms, even if it takes me like 3 months. Arathi, I go to the mine directly. I'm more of a lumber person myself. I know you definitely want people doing all of them, but whenever I can, I like to just get the axe and then run around chopping down trees and then running back and researching stuff. It's, for whatever reason, more engaging to me than trying to just kill the things. Although, you know, if they're around, I'll help kill something, or if I happen to be near a contention point. But usually I just try and farm resources and grind this stuff, because it seems like you're just trying to unlock the Demolisher anyways, so it doesn't really matter how far you push, because you're going to be locked by the gathering progression. You just need to capture the mine and the lumberyard. Tom Cat's Tours say where to go for each rare. Shouldn't I mean, I'm in a Warfront right now, but I'll check later. I would think that I would be able to do the same thing I was doing for Arathi, which is just World Quest List has a rare tab in it that you can use to check both which ones are where they are and which ones you need. You just need to capture, you don't need to gather resources, just capture bases and then defend them when they send waves. Oh, well, that's alright, I guess. I mean, I did just finish a whole speech about how my favorite thing about the Arathi Warfront is gathering resources, so that's a bit of a bummer, but what do you do? So, I mean, I guess it'll be good for streaming, because I can just kind of like find a spot And I can kind of hang out there once we're set up as to wherever it is that we're going. We can just kind of hang out at the spot. I mean, there's resources. You know, I can click on this pile of wood. I just, it doesn't look like I'm gonna be chopping down trees. Also, I don't know if that did anything. I'm still, no, I got some wood out of that. I actually love doing this Warfront. My orc mage is not offended. I made a mage. Everyone can gank me because I'm so squishy. Don't forget to do the Darkshore Unlock quest before you run the Warfront. Darkshore Unlock quest. Whoops. I don't think I did that. I also don't... Do I need... I mean, I probably need a 385 piece. Bummer. There's always... Well, I don't want to do it again either. I don't know. What do you get from this normally? What other games have you been playing? I have been playing Stardew Valley, which I know is not new, but it's new to me. And Pokemon Let's Go. Eevee, specifically. I have the Eevee version. I have my... Okay, so listen. You know what really gets me about Eevee in Pokemon Let's Go Eevee? You're playing it, right? And most of the Pokemon have their, like, sprite sounds, which makes sense, because those are the sounds from the original game, and they've kept them for authenticity, and that's cute. You know, they even make the sound out of the Pokeball if you catch them. Whatever. Eevee has what sounds like voice-acted sounds, because, you know, it's like the special one, and I'm sure they did this for Pikachu too, I just don't know because I don't have that version of the game. And one of the sounds that Eevee makes constantly, it's going like, yeah boy! Yeah boy! Ah boy! And I swear, it sounds like it's saying, yeah boy. And I just hear Asmongold quotes every time this Eevee is like squeaking at me and like ruffling its butt and like squirming at me. I just think it's like a tiny, tiny Asmongold fan. And that's just, for whatever reason, the most hilarious thing to me, so I love that game. I'm still struggling to figure out what I want to do in it. Like, I'm not dumping as much time into it as I put into Stardew Valley, because I don't know if I really know what I want my team to be. I keep changing my mind. But I am enjoying the concept. Actually, my other complaint about it, because I have 3 complaints, I guess. One of them is that I don't know what I'm doing, team-wise. Secondly, I wish I could play it with a 2-handed controller. Like, I have a pro controller, and I wish they would let me use that, because, I end up, like, one hand over handing the little Joy-Con so that I can use the buttons and the joystick without having to move my thumb, which I know sounds lazy, but it's uncomfortable to go back and forth a lot. And then my third complaint was the map overview, and maybe I just don't have a map yet, so maybe I just need to progress farther and I'll get a proper map, but like, seeing where I am in the world feels like I can't see very far. Like, the overhead view is quite constrained, and I don't remember the original game well enough to know really where I'm going. So I end up wandering around a lot because I've kind of lost track of where I am because the overview spot is so small. Me too, I love chopping wood, look for the quests. I found him while watching your videos. He's been putting out family and battler guides. Well, that's good. Somebody should. I've been completely unable to play World of Warcraft. Whenever I launch it goes to a black screen. Can you help me? Personally, I cannot help you, but there are support forums that maybe, hopefully, like, your best bet is to find somebody else that had the same issue, but I personally have not heard of it. Let's go. That's awesome. Stardew's great. My favorite thing to do is the 1-year challenge, completing the community center inside of a year. I have definitely failed that. I'm on my 2nd save file. Like, I set up 1 save file, and I was just kind of learning things and also trying to not look things up, which I've given up on now. And then after I got to about the end of spring year 2, I realized I just learned so many things and I wanted to start over. So I made a 2nd save that I did on the forest farm this time. And that's what I'm on now, and I've just passed the point where I had gotten to my 1st save. I'm like end of spring year 2. Almost finished with the community center. I need like 2 more things that I can, like 1 fish that I need to fish up in fall, and then 1 thing I need to forage in summer, and then I'll have the rest of it done. But I put so much, I got addicted. I got addicted to Stardew Valley. I put a lot of time into it, and it's a wonderful game. It deserves time, but I didn't feel 100% in control of myself. They just released multiplayer for the Switch. I have heard, and I haven't been playing it a whole lot since the multiplayer update came out. Actually, I don't know if I downloaded the multiplayer update. I was mostly excited about that update because of other things that 1.3 added to Stardew Valley. Specifically, the auto grabber was something that I like ranching in that game. I like doing lots of animals and less farming, more animals. So having the auto grabber for my barns is exciting to me, and the fact that it's in the game now will be kind of cool. I don't know what I'm doing. I guess I'm just damage things. So I'm excited about that, but I heard that there were frame rate issues in 1.3, so I have not updated yet, and I also hear that Concerned Ape is on the case. So I'm just kind of chilling on that for a little bit. What do you think about the Darkshore Warfront? So far, well, this is my very first time in it, so you are experiencing live my first experience with it. It feels different, which I know is what they're going for, and I appreciate that it's not just a copy-pasted Arathi Warfront with slightly different models. You know, I like the spirit of trying something new. I haven't done enough of it to say if I like it yet. I'm a little disappointed that my all-time favorite activity of being a lumberjack has been not put into this one. And I'm also not 100% clear on what my role is or like where everybody went. It looks like they're at the mine. Oh, there is a mine. Maybe I should go check that out. I've just been following my map, I guess. I don't know. I need to restore the Ancient of War. There's an ancient over there. Maybe that's not what I need to restore. I don't know. Let me go find everybody else. It looks like everybody is doing something, so perhaps I should join the class. I pulled the Switch out of the dock plate as portable. Prefer those controls, and I should try that. But I like playing on my TV. I like laying super slouched on my couch and playing on the TV without holding the Switch. I find it uncomfortable to hold the Switch in handheld for longer than like half an hour because my wrists get tired, which is arguably wimpy of me, but whatever. So I prefer to play on the TV. I really like Stardew with this Pro Controller because it means I don't have to mess around with like popping out the Joy-Cons and fitting them into their little controller holster thing. I can just turn on the Switch from the couch and just leave it in the dock and leave the Joy-Cons in the dock if I want to, and I can just play with the Pro Controller, which I don't need to charge very often. It's got a really good battery life on it. How do you pet your Pokemon? I don't 100% understand the purpose of petting my Pokemon. Well, of petting Eevee, which as far as I know is the only one I can do, aside from making it tell me it's ya boy. I know that it does something. It's got something to do with like charging the special moves, but I'm really unclear. I should probably do some stuff. I should probably look up some stuff rather. Can't find the unit frames add-on. Shadowed unit frames. Also, if you're ever looking for any of my add-ons, all my add-ons video that I published at the beginning of this expansion is still up to date and contains the names of every add-on as well as an example of what it does. So, shadowed unit frames. Touch the screen, easier in my opinion. Doesn't Pokemon Let's Go not have touch controls? Or is it Stardew Valley that doesn't have touch controls? On Switch, specifically. It does, obviously, on, like, mobile. Oh, I guess if I'm playing it in handheld, then I can touch the screen on Let's Go. Oh. Then the only thing I'm losing is the motion controls for catching the Pokemon, which arguably I do actually like. For whatever reason, I feel very satisfied when I get excellent first-time throw catches. With, like, the technique bonus that you get for doing it in motion control mode. And, I don't want to say I'm amazing at it, but I'm kind of an esports pro at it. So I get that bonus a lot. I'm not that good, but it is fun, and I played enough thousands of hours of Pokemon Go. I shouldn't say thousands, a lot of time in Pokemon Go. And I know it's not the same skill set either, because like with Pokemon Go, it was all curveballs, and as far as I know, all of my attempting to wind up a curveball in Let's Go didn't do anything, so I'm assuming it's not in there. But, yeah, anyways. Easier to feed than berries, more like playing the DS systems. That, I might have to try that then, because my other complaint, and I keep coming up with new ones, it is very input intensive, especially in menus. Like, if you're transferring a bunch of Pokemon or you're reordering them in your party, everything is very like flick, 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 click, flick, 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 click, like it used to be on the Game Boy, which would be fine, except that you're doing it with one hand. So it's like flick, flick, move your thumb, click, flick, flick. It's like, it's not great, but it is good for catching Pokemon. So maybe what I'll do is I'll just switch controller modes. What do they want me to do? Gather iron and capture Cinderfall Grove. Okay. I want to know if I do have a quest. Maybe I have it. Horde defeated. Okay, I do have the quest. Thank heck. I didn't forget to pick that up. View the table, defeat. All right. It wasn't like a quest line or anything. It was just like a breadcrumb quest. I'm glad I have that. So I will get the thing. I don't have to do this again this week. I'm just going to follow everybody else. They seem to know where they're going. 8-1 felt more like 805 to me. I respect your opinion. I don't personally agree. I think that there is enough in this to make it feel like a full tier patch, although I understand how having the Mythic season raid tier and PvP season delayed and disconnected from the patch release date may make it feel like less of a patch because the new raid is not immediately in the front of the patch. But I feel like there's so much other stuff added. There's like new war campaign, there's new story quests, there's a new Warfront, there's new island expeditions, there's a new pet battle dungeon, there's new pet battle achievements. I feel like the breadth of content added was sufficient to make it a new patch, especially when you consider the stuff that's coming a little later. But I also understand not considering the stuff that comes later because we don't have it right now. I get that. It makes cute sounds and raises its friendship. Okay, but you know, like in the not the old games, in the DS games, when I did that and I raised its friendship, it had a very clear heart meter. And when I had maxed out a heart, also, where'd my dog go? Joker, go lay down. When I had maxed out a heart on that heart meter, it would have like a shiver fit, you know? It would like squiggle and squeak. And I would know because it was doing that 3 times in a row to show me it had maxed out another heart. And I'm not getting that kind of feedback from my Eevee to know if I have like, you know, chafed it enough to love me yet. Updating my add-ons now, it's super exciting. Smoking weed and playing mouse, a lot of fun. You do you. I usually find a big confident tank, set a focus and follow them. Lots of pressure off me onto the tanks. Yeah, I mean, seems to be people over here. I have no idea what's going on. So we've apparently restored the Ancient of War. Good job, us. We've constructed the Altar of Elders. Also not clear how that happened or where it is or why, but it's done. So now we're just trying to construct a Hunter's Hall. I mean, I have some resources here. Maybe I should I want to go find where to spend my stuff. I would like to help. So I'm going to go back to town. And so I don't want to buff myself. Player bonuses are not for me because that would require me to contribute with my damage, and I don't think I'm doing that. I want to contribute to the buildings, like the progression. So we're trying to get the Hunter's Hall. So I just need to go put my 85 wood into the Hunter's Hall, and that will help. So I want to head over to this one, looks like, and I want to give it all of my wood. There we go. I helped. Okay. I'm contributing. This is very exciting. I'm suddenly hungry. No idea it was touchscreen, never tried. Stardew Valley does not, Stardew Valley does not have touch controls on the Switch, but we're discovering that Pokemon Let's Go does. We're kind of talking about 2 games at once, which is where I understand it's confusing. And I hope that Concerned Dave eventually adds touch controls to the Switch, because especially if you can use them kind of like mixed between the Joy-Cons and touch, because they're great on mobile. That was one of my favorite things on mobile is, aside from combat arguably does not translate well into touch, and they know that, and they're doing everything they can to get around that, but it's still hard. Outside of combat, things like you know, mining and chopping down wood and planting crops and placing stuff, way better. Menus, inventory, way better when you can just touch it instead of having to flick through your entire bar of stuff to get to the thing that you want, especially like switching tools. And, you know, it's like, and, you know, if I just tapping on a square to tilt it instead of having to position and then aim my character at it, I find the game way more intuitive to play on mobile, except for combat. And that's significant enough to ruin it for me and make me want to play on my Switch. Okay, have you bought the new store mount? Sorry if someone else has asked. Haven't been here the whole stream. Not you are the first one, or at least the first one for me to see. I have not actually bought the new store mount yet. I don't really know. I'm not really against it. I guess I'm still kind of, I'm kind of saving money. And it's not like it would ruin me. And I do have every store mount, except for that one. I do have all of them, so it's not like I can claim to be morally superior or anything. I don't know what I'm doing. Alright, so we're restoring the tree, build a glade thrower. How? Build a glade thrower. Restore the tree. So it needs more, so I can go give it my iron now. So I'm gonna go back and give it my iron. Okay. I also need more tea. And then I need to remember what it was. Oh yeah, I was talking about the store map. I appreciate you guys keeping up with and following along with my tangents. I understand I'm not always the most cohesive and coherent person on the internet. Store mounts. Yeah, I'm not above them. It is adorable. It's one of my favorite appearances yet. I just, I have been not buying things since my computer. I think that's what did it. I think that the impact of exactly how much money I spent building my new computer has kind of, you know, I'm a little shook. And I still stand by my decision, and it was still fine. I didn't, like, go into debt or anything, and I didn't spend all my money. I just, you know, I did recently spend an awful lot of money. And where on earth am I contributing this? Tree of Ages. I need to go up here. So I'm just kind of not buying stuff. I've also been, like, trying not to order things, or, you know, I used to shop online a fair amount for things just because I don't leave my apartment. Like, I work from home, so it's not like I can pick something up from the store on the way home. So instead, I would just buy something on Amazon. But I haven't been doing that recently. So we want to throw in all of the wood we have. I don't even know where I got that from. Do I get wood from killing troops? Like, I know I picked up iron from my chest, which magically fills up for reasons, but where am I getting all this wood from? I haven't picked up that much wood, have I? Well, yeah, I'm sure I will get it at some point. I guess I'm just saving it for a bad day, maybe? I don't know. Maybe one day or maybe I'll, like, do something where I feel really proud of myself and I want to buy a shop mount, but I don't feel like I especially deserve it right now. I have been fine, but definitely not my best self recently. What are we doing now? We are doing the Darkshore Warfront for the first time, which I'm kind of getting into. I just wish I knew how I was getting all this wood, because now I have more wood. Well, no, maybe I don't. Maybe I'm just picking it up. Maybe that's all it is. I just don't remember picking it up because reasons. So we're taking this. I am also more interested from a story perspective in taking back Darkshore than I really cared about Arathi. Like, who cares about Arathi? It's all the way out in the middle of wherever. You know, it's close to Undercity, but just when we were about to take Undercity and have a cool place, they lit that up, so whatever. It's not really in my sphere as an Alliance player, so I don't really care who has it from a story point of view, but Darkshore, you know, this is a sacred forest, and they're doing some mean things to this sacred forest. I didn't feel like we had a great claim over Arathi to begin with, but Darkshore feels like, you know, this was ours, and you're taking it now, right? Oh, flight whistle upgrade, cool. So I want back. Take this back, and then maybe I can find some more wood on the way back. Maybe I can still fulfill my role of just wanting to be a turnip farmer and a lumberjack. I'm gonna have to kill this thing, though. Although it's got, you know, there's some wood it dropped. Or that it made happen. I heard the token cost plummeted. I should buy some sometimes to get the mount. Oh, that's not a bad idea. Well, no, it is because, well, for me it is. Because I'm saving up for the auctioneer mount. So 115k, yeah. You could, yeah, 115k for that mount's actually not bad at all. That's actually, maybe I'll go to that. I don't know. Can backfire if the tank just wants to go fishing. Can I fish to contribute to our war effort? That's, forget wood farming. I want to be a fisherman. Thanks for all the guides. Thanks for watching them, Lulu. I've tried to get into Stardew. I wish I liked the art style. That held me off from picking it up originally for a long time. Was I figured there's no way I can get it. Because I'm not really a retro game person, so pixel art games I feel like I played back in the day out of necessity, but now that there's pretty things that are more, and I'm not saying that Stardew's not pretty, I think it actually is, but now that there's things with higher graphical fidelity than pixel art, I didn't feel a need to put time into it. But the thing that really won me over, well, the thing that won me over initially was just the mechanics and the progression treadmill was just really compelling to me. And then by the time that started to wind down, I was in love with the characters and their histories and their stories and their personalities. Like, the writing for it is just so charming. And it's charming in a way that's, like, engaging. Capture Gloomtide Strand. Okay, sure, why not? Whew, so I needed to turn this quest into somebody, but I don't know where. Speak with flight take. Oh, I was supposed to take a flight. I rode back here on my horse. Can I not learn my whistle if I rode back here on my horse? Oops, a daisy do. Do we need the armor research? What do we need? Construct the glaive works. Construct the glaive works. Okay. Requires glaive works. Okay, so we're working over here now. I see. I updated my add-ons. They still don't work. Yee, hopefully they put out another update then. Oh, do I need to update my thing? I might. Oh, there we go. Glaive works. Probably should remember how to do that. So now we need to build a glaive thrower, and I don't have the iron for that. But I should check. I think my cache actually might have something in it. It'll have 20, which is still not enough. The new star mount has a very unique leaping animation, does it? I didn't know that. I thought it would just use the normal fox animations, although I don't have any foxes yet, so it's not like I would know what that's like. Sorry if I'm getting snarky, I'm hungry. I should, I wish we could contribute to that instead of having to come up with 80 at once, because I don't have 80. Also, I don't know, well, what do I need to do over here? Talk to somebody. 50k seems a little off. I killed an Azurite rare. Got 2. 50k Azurites from Heroic Island Expedition. I don't think I've ever had that. I don't think I've seen that. Maybe not the most cohesive or coherent. It did look a teensy weensy bit on the pricey side, Hazel, yes. Oh, man. That's, I can envision that in scrolling cursive text over that video. Just a teensy weensy bit on the pricey side. Impulse buying is kind of terrible. Yeah, no, you're right. You're absolutely right. So I'm trying to chill. Trying to chill a little bit. There is wood in chests. I'm trying to save up for a new gaming rig, but Christmas? But Christmas is very fair. Very fair indeed. Where are we going? I let my husband talk me into exchanging Christmas gifts early, and I'm kind of wishing I hadn't now. Yeah, so now we go back. I ran all the way up there just so he could fly me back. I kind of wish I hadn't now, because now we don't have it. I should get like a bone for the dog or something. Now we don't have any gifts under the tree, and it's not even Christmas yet. It feels like it's already over. I was afraid of that. That's why I held off so long. I should get like a bone for the dog or something, but I'm not even going to be here for Christmas. Not that the dog's going to notice. I don't get the impression that my dog likes me. I do not stream on Twitch at this time, no. Hi Hazel, happy Friday, glad I could make it to this one. How are you doing today? Hey Lefera, I am doing quite well, overall. Good day. Much better day than yesterday. Yesterday was just one of those days that sometimes they just happen. Sometimes you're just not alright, you know? Like nothing's really wrong, or at least nothing's happened, you know? There's nothing to blame it on. It's just I didn't have a great day. It was pretty... I don't I don't have any words, but I'm feeling way better today, and my only complaint is that I think I need a snack. O'Neill Tucker and Jamie, thanks for the super chats, guys. Come on, guys, she deserves that now. Merry Christmas. I appreciate the sentiment. You don't need to. You don't got to do that though. I don't know. I'll probably get it at some point. It's a nice mount. They did a good job on that. It is a lovely, lovely mount. I wonder if that's like kind of a, because I mean it's the Vulpine familiar, and it's, you know, I wonder if it's kind of a cute nod at people that want a Vulpera. Like, no, we're not giving you Vulpera, but what if instead you could ride a mount that looks disturbingly Vulpera-like? And I get it's because they're both fox-based races and creatures, but it's just kind of funny. If my add-ons still don't work, that will be annoying. Which add-ons are you guys having issues with? I haven't had a single problem, which I know is not what you want to hear, but I haven't had a single problem. Everything's been working fine. I just updated a bunch more today, and, or at least I haven't noticed anything not working. I haven't had like Lua errors. I haven't had slowdowns. My frame rate's been fine. Isn't the right bot command? No, that was the right bot command. I just don't have a bot anymore. I haven't had a bot in a while. I just stopped using it. That one stopped getting developed, and then I wasn't sure it came back, but I didn't trust it. I don't know who's running it. I don't know. I really like challenging my own efficiency and getting better and faster in Stardew. Keeps the game interesting. That may be the next thing if I decide that, like, I kind of want to do different styles of runs, actually. Like, because my first one that I am doing now, that I'm still not quite finished, But I'm assuming that my finish point, so to speak, is going to be kind of either when I've like done all the tools, or maybe at the beginning of year 3 when that thing happens. And then I can either, you know, maybe I'll continue playing the farm if I feel like it, but if I wanted to do more, I'm thinking like different styles. So like being, like right now I'm an animal farmer with a beer business, with barely any plantings on a forest farm, and my character has married Sebastian, which I'm kind of regretting. I mean, not really, he's fine, but like, he just gives me coffee, you know? I don't even like coffee. Give me some tea, boy. But so I could do another run, and another one I want to marry Harvey and do more of like a crop-based playthrough, and maybe on a different farm type, or maybe one like do more fishing-based playthrough, because on all of them I do dabble in all of the different activities, but there's different ways that you can reach the same goals, and I think it would be fun to do. It's kind of like leveling an alt, basically. What actually is Stardew Valley? What do you do in it? Harvest Moon style, yeah, is what I've heard. I've never played Harvest Moon, but that is what I've heard is the best way to describe it if somebody has. And if you've never played Harvest Moon, think of it, I mean, you've got your crops, kind of like your Pandaria farm. You can plant crops and harvest them and sell them. And part of it's sort of like a farming simulator like that, where you're making money to get upgrades to help you make more money through different things, like having crops and chickens and processing your stuff. Like, for example, I can build a coop, and then I can buy chickens for my coop, and they'll lay eggs if they're happy and they're fed. And then I can take those eggs, I can turn them into mayo, apparently, and then sell that, or like give it to gifts to people. But there's also this whole village worth of people that all have characters, and you can gain friendship with them by giving them gifts. And they like gifts, they like some gifts, they don't like other gifts. You can kind of learn what everybody likes. In order to find people, you got to kind of figure out their schedule, because some people will hang out in the rooms all day, some people spend every night at the bar, some people just like live on the beach and just come up to visit the library once in a while. And you kind of figure out where they are so you can give them gifts. I'm not explaining this very well, but it's a very immersive game that starts out kind of like a farming simulator, but turns much more RPG-ish. The best DPS counter. I like details, but I've heard that recount and whatever that other one is that I've forgotten, just as good. But details is what I use. I have it right. Well, it's behind my dog. Well, I can turn the dog cam off because the dog's not there right now. I don't know where he went. Scada, that's right. Detail, Scada, or recount. If you want real numbers, run a combat log. Is recount the worst counter? What's wrong with recount? I mean, I haven't used it in ages, so I can't defend it, but I just didn't know there was a problem. The only add-on throwing an error for me was Atlas Loot. Everything else is running fine. Logged in earlier, all the add-ons were listed as out of date when they weren't yesterday. I think they all work fine, not sure what happened. It's interesting that would happen today and not yesterday. Usually that's the thing that happens like the moment that the patch flips over. My boyfriend and I loved the Dragonhawk. Oh, I know what you're talking about now. Sorry, that took me a second. I know what you're talking about. I have him, that's the one, I think. That's the one. Do you make con appearances? I would like to invite you to my con. Do you have contact info we can reach to discuss having you as a featured guest? I appreciate that. I will say that I don't think I make con appearances, aside from BlizzCon. I make an exception for BlizzCon because it's BlizzCon, but traveling is very difficult for me logistically, and I don't do it as a general rule. So unless the con is literally in Portland, not likely. Not good odds. What game are we discussing now? We were talking about Stardew Valley for a little bit. I use Scada for the threat meter. Oh, that's a good one. I really like details because, well, I don't know why I like it, actually. I like the nickname thing. I like the in details. I have no idea what's going on here. This looks like a raid. Are we ready for this? Is it almost over? What's happening? The Horde Commander defeated, so I guess we're at the end? I don't know. There he is. That's somebody that was, until very recently, on our team. Wahoo. What was I saying? Totally gone. Completely lost it. Oh, damn it. Oh, yeah. So in details, you can set your nickname so that in your details frame, instead of having, for example, Hazel with like 8 E's and 6 L's, it would just, like my retail thing just says Hazel. Actually, it doesn't say anything right now. Why am I not on there? Am I not doing enough damage? Yeah, no, I'm way down there. Also, I haven't updated my nickname in a while. But you can set your nickname, and then everybody else that also has details will see your nickname reflected. So my guild went through a hilarious phase where everybody was giving themselves really dumb names and then changing them every day, so you would never know who was who, but they would just have names that I cannot repeat on air. Missed the first part of the stream because I was out doing drone photography. Are you serious? Sometimes you're not always 100% serious, and I don't know whether to believe you or if there's a punchline coming, but if that's an actual thing that you actually did, that's cool. Might give Stardew Valley a chance. Thank you for giving me content. No problem. Stardew also is like not that expensive and available on a lot of platforms. So you can play it on your phone. Don't you guys have phones? You can play it on your phone. You can play it on PC. You can play it on Nintendo Switch. They also have it on like other consoles. Like it's everywhere. It's great. Or it kind of has problems with player distance. Comparing DPS that everyone in the group runs the same stuff. Yeah. I don't really compare much. Like if I'm looking to see how I'm doing relevant to everybody, relative to people in like a raid situation, I got the chest piece. I will check the logs. Like I'll actually go through the logs, which granted I've been lazy about, but we haven't been raiding for a little bit. Cause that's got the detailed information that I can actually trust. Usually my meter is just for, you know, a ballpark of, am I hitting this number for me that I know I should be hitting in this kind of situation, and then if I'm not, I try harder. That's all I use it for. Okay, so we did the Warfront. We got our 15 7th Legion service medals. We got a cache, which we will open to great drum rolls, and, well, not drum rolls, I don't have a drum roll. I can do it myself. I don't have a soundboard. I'm interested in a potential one day. Elgato, I mean, I just like their stuff, but I got distracted by my own flailing and I forgot what it's called. The Stream Deck, yeah, with the buttons on it. But I'm making myself actually get around to making my new stream graphics before I let myself do that. Or if I even do, it's not a thing I need. But I would be able to put, I don't think I need sound effects or anything, but it'd be nice to have just like a scene switcher and then like a scene switcher. And I would actually love, I don't know if you can do this, but like a mute button that lights up so that I can mute if for whatever reason I need to mute for a second, but I can see that I've muted with like a lit thing on my desk. Are you coming back up here? I don't know. Anyways, what am I doing? I am showing you. So the reason I'm excited about those robes is not because I need them, because they're $340, but the set appearance is, well, it'll be nicer when I have the rest of it. Let me see if I can find it in the sets tab. Right now, that just kind of looks like I'm wearing some mesh. It kind of looks like I'm wearing mesh. Okay, so that's the set. That's the set. It looks better on some races than others, but that's a nice set, and the chest piece is important. I thought the chest piece was going to be a robe, especially because it just says garments. It doesn't say robe. I thought it was going to be a robe. I don't think it fits Gnome quite right. Is it just me? Her belt is slung uncomfortably low on her hips, which is accentuated by the fact that you have these gaps above the hips, which I think would look really nice in like an elf character. And of course, if you take the cloak off, then you can also see that like it's got a little bit of an open back. I love me some open backed stuff. But this looks like it's not, like that belt is like 2002 level low, you know? I feel like that's just not sitting quite right. Is that the vision? Yikes. Can I play it on a rotary phone? Runs native on Linux, just saying. Looked up Stardew on Steam. Traveling sucks. I love traveling. I have mixed feelings, but it's not something that I can justify doing very often. DBM and Auctionator. Computer's pretty weak. I think SCADA, because people were talking about low processing demand. I was watching your pet battle dungeon on patch day. Made me want to do it. I've leveled a lot of pets. Got myself an Iron Starlet. Your pet advice. Awesome. Glad it's working out for you, Nancy. I appreciate that. I hope that you enjoy Nomergon as much as I did. I had a blast. I'm looking forward to doing it next week, especially with my updated my updated team. So on the stream last week, we came up with a team that was actually a little better than the one that I put in the video. And I put that as a note by the rematch strings, and I updated it in the rematch string, but just in case you missed it, there is a slightly better team. Same strategy and same move order and whatnot. Anyways, I am opening my cache. If I can find it in my bags, which I know it's in here. What's it look like? That's my gizmo. Did I open it already? Oh, I did open it. I got the hand wraps. Okay. So I opened it. Man, where'd my drum roll go? Oh no, I did drum roll. I remember I was banging on my desk. Okay, so I got 5 item levels up. Better stats. I like haste, but I lose gem slot, and it's only 5 item levels. So I don't know if that's better, but I do know that I at least have the transmog appearance now. So I have the chest and the gloves. I just need the rest of it. Mad at Blizzard about that. What are we mad about? I would make up something cooler than drone photography if I was making something up. We would cover your travels as a featured guest. I just have so many animals, I can't leave them behind without a lot of headache and stress. I appreciate and I'm flattered by the offer, though. Is 1,500 the max pet limit, or can you raise it further? I think that the max pet limit is whatever I have, because I did all this stuff, and it looks like it is 1,500. Yeah, I don't think they've updated it to 2,000 yet. Do you always wear matching socks? I don't, and it drives my boyfriend nuts. Welcome to my life. So no, as a teenager and child, I couldn't care less about whether or not my socks matched. And also, being a tween at the time, I had a colorful assortment of ridiculous socks that I treasured and would never fold them, because I was like, why should I pair these socks? You know, it's not like I'm gonna forget to grab 2 when I go to put them on. So I would just throw them all in a drawer, and then I would grab any 2, and I would try to match vaguely the thickness and height of the socks, so I didn't have like one ankle sock and one knee sock on, but pattern was fair game. And then as I got older, these days my sock collection is deeply boring and consists of athletic socks that I share in a pool with my husband because I'm very cool. So we just have like a bunch of athletic socks we buy from like Costco or whatever that are mostly like a couple of different types, so they kind of match, but I still don't care. I try and put on it these days at least 2 black ones, or 2 black ones that are short, or 2 white ones that are long. But it still drives him nuts because they're from different ages. So even if I have, from my perspective, I have 2 black socks that have a gold bar around the toe, and they're both ankle socks. And I wear those, and he's like, those don't even match, you know? This one is like 3 years older, and it's way thinner now. It's not as fluffy. You have different fluffiness on. Aren't you lopsided? And I don't get it at all. So I feel I relate. Now, the next thing I want to do is I want to do the Incursion, and I am definitely not going to do that with War Mode on, because that sounds like a bad idea. While I'm over there, I also want to try and hit up I want to hit up that. I want to hit up that world quest. It's only got 3 hours left on. I'm just going to do that first. I'm just going to do that pet world quest first, and we'll try to come up with a team that's like a family-specific team, just for fun, so that we can, do, you know, get a teeny tiny start on that achievement, and then we'll do the Incursion, and at some point I might grab a snack. I don't know. I have a whole other hour left to stream, and if I don't eat something, I'm just gonna start yelling at you guys. Oh, pet charms. Haha. I don't know if my followers suck, or if I like just gave up on them too early, or if they're supposed to suck, but I cannot often 200% things. I don't know. That'll do. Close enough. All right, I have a cat on my lap. Also, what am I even gonna eat? What do I have? I have granola bars, but I already had one of those with lunch. At least they're not expired this time. I can say that they're not expired. I can do cookies again. That's just not very healthy. I did eat a healthy lunch, which is probably why I'm hungry. Also, I ran away, but I'm trying to go to Voldoon here. Also version 9.8. Did you know that you can now jump? Because they added in this little diving board. Best day. Much easier to get to the boat and to the rep vendor. Dementia is setting in. Set sail for Voldoon for now. Who cares about matching socks? Some people do. Folsom Prison. No idea what that is. Hi Hazel, how are you? I'm hungry. I'm gonna get up. Otherwise, great. I'll be right back. Also, I'm gonna drag, while I'm gone, hang on, I'm gonna drag the dog cam over to the aquarium to put something on there, so I'll try and set that up. But in the meantime, maybe the cat can stream. Kitty. I'll be right back. am back. Sorry about that. I hope that the cat was a good host. And did we get a good shot of the aquarium? Well, we got a shot. Fish might swim by there. Kitty, hi. Excuse me. There we go. Okay. I got something to eat, which I will try and do as off mic as I can. We're gonna do that pet quest first. Looks like we have to head out. We can fly. I can just ride out there. You know, sometimes taking the scenic route is rewarding, especially if you happen to run into... Sorry, I'm out of breath. And yeah, if you happen to run into any herbalism nodes along the way. Shiny charms are only old pets and toys, so nothing useful if you already have all the pets and toys. But all the old stuff for sure. No leveling stone anymore. They tried to turn Hazel into a sheep, got it wrong, turned her into a cat. Oh, on accident. Well, the reason I'm a little out of breath is while I was up, the other thing that I did was I decided to, while I had the opportunity, it seemed that my laundry was done and was now unlocked this time. So I decided to move it before it changed its mind. Hazel did say snack and not meal. Sorry, I'm back. Now that's, I moved the laundry, and it also realized when I was doing that I did put an awfully big load in there, so I know why that happened and I won't do it again. Cats are pretty clever with the paw washing head trick. It's a very clever cat overall. You should see her play fetch. It's quite large. Quite large? It's quite large, apparently. I need to eat something. I got a banana, which I'll try and eat as stealthily as possible, because I don't need that thread. I got a cookie, and then I got we have like these sweet potato corn chips, like they're tortilla chips, I guess, but they're made of sweet potato. They're interesting. My husband's always buying novelty chips, and they're always interesting. It's like a thing, you know. There's always something new to try. So from the Warfront quest, I got a 385 piece. From the end of the Warfront, I got a normal 340 piece. The cat's name is Kira, with just spelled a little differently, K-I-R-A. But other than that, we almost have the same cat. Although mine plays fetch. just saying. Okay, so I actually never apparently set up a team for this. But that's okay, because we're setting up a new team anyways, because we're going to try and do it. Oh no, this isn't a Master Tamer, is it? Because for Family Battler, you need... Yeah, this doesn't count, so I can just do this normally. Oh well, never mind. Now the question is, how do I do it normally? How do I normally do this? It's an elemental pet. Maybe I should forget how I normally... Oh no, there it is. Okay, we usually have a water spear. I'm also going to slot a Emperor Crab in there, because that's just good. So we'll slot that in probably first, actually, and then maybe save that team, because it's hard to go wrong with Whirlpool and then a bunch of surging. It's really quite a lot of damage. It's Professor McHazel. Hello from Sweden and Scotland. Wondering if your mount makes as much noise as my boyfriend's engineer mount. I don't often play with sound, actually, so I wouldn't know. The only times I really turn on sound are when, the only times I really turn on sound is for PvP, and I don't ride that mount to PvP at all. Oh, I forgot the gimmick to this fight. Everything becomes unusable for 6 rounds. I see. That's why I'd set it up like that. With like big cooldown things like dive and whirlpool. That's what the deal was. It's best to let your cat wash itself. When I wash mine, the fur always sticks to my tongue. I mean, have you seen that thing on the internet that's like a brush, but you hold it in your mouth, so you're like grooming your cat? Have you seen it? It's a thing. It's a real gosh darn thing. Alright. Try and do this. My phone is locking up. Can't see the live stream. Eeh. Sound really useful for fishing. Oh, that's true. That is the other time I put on sound. For arena and fishing. And the only reason I really do it for arena is I find the sound helpful. I don't know if I'm specifically hearing something and being like, oh, that is the sound of darkness. I should go stand in the thing. But I do hear, like, sometimes you'll hear a rogue stealth sound if it goes past you that can be useful. And then sometimes, I don't know, I just feel like it helps me learn. So I'm actually just gonna hearth all the way back to Borealis, because that's on a 4-minute cooldown for me, so why not? And then take the boat back to Zuldazar this time. My cat doesn't like her flea baths. What's a flea bath? We've given the cat flea meds before once when we thought the dog had fleas. And it was like the same thing that we give to the dog that's like a gel, I guess, that goes on the nape of their neck. And I've never done anything else. Like, it's an actual honest to goodness, like, dunk your cat bath, because I can see why they wouldn't like that. If our cat ever gets in anything really gross, or for any other reason we have to properly bathe her, it's going to be a bad day, because we never have. We were really good about getting her used to having her paws handled so we could trim her nails, but we never made her get wet. And she's not gonna have it if she's not about to have it. So you'll get a 370 piece. Dang, so this is gonna be really great for gearing up alts as well as leveling them. I'm just gonna head out here and then just kind of work my way back. And I also want to make sure that I need to do one more Champions of Azeroth quest, actually. Unborn Valkyr and Icky? Ooh! Oh yeah, that's a good point, actually. Anything with like a combo where you're not using the rest of the move, that would make sense. Irchi, did you try my alternate strat with the mechanical Scorpid instead of the Felbat? It was better anyways, and I think the Mech Scorpid's easier to get. It's a bath, that's all. Social eating stream engaged? I suppose so. This isn't the content we signed up for, but it's the content we're getting. I thought Hazel was eating the banana peel and all. I just bite it to get into it. I don't know how other people do it. My nails aren't very claw-like. I keep my nails pretty short. I try and grow them out because I see people on the internet that have like really lovely, slightly longer nails. Not like claws, but like slightly longer nails that they can do really beautiful nail art on. And I see that and I'm like, I could do that. And then my nails start to grow out and then it just drives me bonkers. As soon as they start to tap on my phone screen or... Oh. And then when my nails are longer, I find that I'm more prone to picking at my skin, which is a really bad habit that I have. And if I cut my nails, that really helps me not do it because I can't. So I can't keep nails that are good for anything. But that also means that if I'm trying to get into a banana, I do have to gnaw my way in. What else do you want to level that isn't already max level? First? Ooh. Depends on whether or not I get around to it before they add Colteran and Zandalar. That's not at 110. Probably either my Dark Iron or my Paladin. Either my Dark Iron Dwarf Warlock or my Lightforged Paladin. I don't know which one. I don't know which one, actually. I'm kind of feeling the Lightforged Paladin. I kind of like that one. I don't need to do this quest, but I'm going to do it anyways, because 138 gold is more compelling to me than 78 gold was. Never make eye contact when eating a banana. There's all kinds of rules about how you're supposed to eat and not eat bananas while on the internet, and that's just the world we live in. Leveling alt is faster now, even from level 1. Yes, the amount of experience required to level was drastically reduced across the entire spectrum. The heaviest reductions occurred in like the middle of it, like kind of 40 to 60, and then like 60 to 80-ish were the biggest reductions, but there are level reductions all the way down. It's faster from the very beginning. I got the Mech Scorpid unexpectedly on accident, so it's either pretty easy or RNG was smiling that day. Okay, now I shouldn't say how that is easy then, because I thought it was a crafted pet. I'm confused. How do you get it? Mechanical Scorpid. Profession, Warlords, Engineering. Yeah, it's a crafted pet. Is it random? I'm confused. I forgot. It's been a while. Happy that we can get into Raid Finder Nighthold. I really want the mage set. Unfortunately, I seem to be the only one. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, you know what else we could do today? Sorry, not that. Sorry, I cut your hope. I can see how that might have gotten hopes up. But there is a world quest. And I need to look up how to do this, because I don't know. But there's a world quest right now, and it's a witchy kitchen. And if you do it on normal, there's a thing that can happen, or that you can get, or that you can do, something to do with the chicken that lets you get a chicken pet. And it's only the second time the world quest has been up since BFA came out. And apparently it's hard to do with random people because you have to actually like do something. So I was thinking we could put together a stream group and do it. But before that, I need to figure out what the heck it is that we're doing so that I know how to direct us and I don't just ruin it, because I would hate to waste anybody's time. But that is something I would like to do on stream, because otherwise I don't know who will help me. I don't think my guildies are playing WoW right now. I think they're like on a PoE kick right now. My cat had to have an ultrasound. He really hated the gel they used. Like really, really hated. Oh no. Like he didn't like the feel of it, or he was just like trying to lick it off and then going, oh no. Ugh. Hey y'all, hey Gladius, how are you? My house rabbits twerk in a rabbit way when they have banana as a treat. That sounds like some prime gift material right there. I need to find 4 scrolls. Oh, they're in those things. Okay. If I'm ever to do this world quest. I use a cigar cutter to open bananas. What's a cigar cutter? I mean, I don't imagine that I would have one. Also, I could just use the knife. Sometimes if I'm already in the kitchen and I remember, I'll just like take a butter knife and I'll just like start the incision up there so I can peel it open from there. Not a butter knife, like a table knife. So it's like a little bit serrated, but also not sharp. If you do it with like an actual knife, you're just gonna go right through the banana. These are important things to discuss and be concerned about. But I didn't remember, so, you know, teeth work good. You can split it open by smooshing the bottom of it. Yeah, but then you've smooshed it. I haven't had a banana in like 4 years. Are you unable to consume bananas now, or you just like haven't thought of it and now you're like, wow, I really wish I hadn't missed out on those 4 years of bananas? I only really like them when they're underripe. If they're like medium ripe, like this one was, it's fine and I'll consume it for food, but I'm not excited about it. And then if it's overripe, I'm not about that life. I'm an underripe banana person. Sure is. Used to take 50 hours, now it takes 48. It should take a significantly less, a bigger percentage less than that. I think averaged out should be about 30% faster-ish. Did rep gains go up? I heard it would before the patch. So the rumor, or at least the thing I heard, was that the reps required for the Legion unlocked allied races, specifically Argusian, Reach, and Lightforged. I heard that those were going to double. I don't know if they did. I don't have any reason to think that they didn't, but I don't know if they did. I didn't hear anything about any other reps, though. One more. Oh, there's a chest over there, at least, for the chicken. Chicken pet, yes, works in Heroic and Mythic. I was reading on Wowhead as of, like, 2 days ago that it was only working on normal. Not that it matters. Like, it's not like I need to do the quest on any other difficulty. You have to let the cooks cook the food fully. My guild was talking about it. There was a front page article on Wowhead about it. Watch a YouTube guide. I can't watch any YouTube videos on my YouTube stream. They don't like that. But I can try to find that Wowhead article again. I did skim it. I just must not have digested the information very well because I clearly don't remember. Fill up your island expedition bar. I have done that. I call shenanigans and the claim that island expeditions drop more gear now. I have had a good amount of gear drop from them. I don't know. I mean, obviously that doesn't prove anything, but I can say that for me at least, I've had, I'd say about half of the expeditions that I ran gave me a piece of gear. So that's something. I'll try to paste. Wow, yeah, no, I'll find it. You guys can't put links in the chat here. It won't let you. We'll worry about that after that. We're gonna do the incursion first. So I need to do 4 of these quests. I'll just kind of work my way in, I guess. Command a burly deckhand. How did they know my deepest, darkest desire? How did they put it into this video game? I'm unable to eat them. Oh, I'm sorry. You're not missing out on all that much, though. Like, of all the things to be unable to eat, and I'm sure there's probably more things, but, like, bananas? A banana mount? You want a banana mount? I mean, if we're gonna get into fruit and vegetable mounts, I feel like there's some other things that we should get before bananas. Command a burly deckhand. Should I find a group for it? What happens if I try and do this? Is this a thing that can be helped with? That group's like 4 minutes old. A burly deckhand. Oh, this guy. Hello. Congratulations on all the burliness. Return some supply crates. Okay. I'm gonna try and lean away and eat these chips so it's not like super loud. Huh. Did they fix the hearth enchants? I don't know. Hope so. Mine does work, apparently. It does look like it's working. It's just a question of whether or not they fixed some of the locations where it hadn't been working before, and I don't know. I'd have to go there. How long did it take you to get the Dune Scavenger? It's a mount I'm struggling with. Doesn't seem to want to drop for me. I don't have it. I do not have it. I will tell you in the future when I one day get it, but I haven't done that grind yet. Those are grinds that I'm kind of thinking about doing on stream, or at least part of them on stream. I don't know if I can do the whole thing on stream. Why are bananas oddly shaped? I don't know. I think they're banana shaped. I think that they are perfectly shaped for a banana. Oh no! Wait, supply crates returned. Oh, so no, my dude doesn't have any crates. I understand the quest now though. It looks like especially because we have the burly deckhand and they have extra buff peons. It looks like it's like that mop thing where you had that Pandaren follow you around and you were like giving him barrels of brew. I just need to actually pick some of these up because it looks like other people are taking them. So let me just stun him and then grab it. And then, yeah, okay, so my guy has one now. We need to get 5 of them and bring them back. What you think about the Alliance getting Void Elves instead of High Elves? I think it's better, because High Elves would look exactly like Blood Elves, and I think Void Elves have their own visual identity, and I would prefer the variety. We also have a good amount of elves now. I think we should chill on elves. Opinion on all the negative feedback? Do you agree with it? I think a lot of it is coming from a valid place, but I also think that it's kind of spinning itself out of proportion because of the way that the internet and social media works and the way content creation works. I think it's a huge amount to do with it. It sort of feeds in itself because a lot of people will adopt opinions that are based, and even if they may not consciously consider this, but they tend to adopt opinions based on the opinions of people that they know that they like. So if somebody follows a content creator and they love that content creator and their content, they will often, not always, but often agree with their opinion on something. And then as a content creator, if you make a piece of content and it's outragey, it will get double easily the clicks of a piece of content that is not. People, like, it just absolutely, like, if it's like a perfect combination of like clickbaity and a little bit outraged and kind of mad about the game, people want to click on that. And then that incentivizes content creators to make this negative content, and then people watch it and then they adopt that. So I'm not saying there isn't valid criticism, there's plenty of valid criticism, but it feeds itself with our current climate of community. And then I had another point to make there. I might have lost it. I might have forgotten. I still haven't returned any. I have 2 crates. I need 3 more. Maybe I can remember it if I eat some chips. Oh, I think part of the reason why outrage videos are more likely to get clicks is that somebody that is feeling outraged or that is feeling strongly about something in general wants to read content that reinforces the opinion that they have. They want to read things about people that have the same opinion as they do. This applies to politics, although I won't apply it any further to politics because I don't want to go there. But people want to read things that agree with them because it makes them feel good. It makes them feel right. So somebody that is happy with the game is probably not like, stand up in the morning and shout about it happy, because that's just weird. So they're less likely to click on a pleasant headline as somebody that's outraged is to click on an outrage headline. Like, people want their views to be reinforced, but the loud views feel that way more, at least. That's my impression. I'm essentially pulling this out of my butt because it feels true, but, that's how opinions work. So that feeds into people clicking more on outrage articles, which feeds into people making more outrage articles, which feeds into more people being outraged. that's the end of that. What rep do you get for incursions? The rep of the zone that they're in. So because this is in an enemy faction zone, this is going to give me 7th Legion rep. The one that I did on PTR that was in a friendly zone gave me rep for that zone. I don't remember if it also gave me 7th Legion rep. I don't know. I need 2 more crates. Here's one. But I don't know. Banana boat mount, now we're talking. Can you tell me where I can download World of Warcraft on my tablet? I know it's a meme, but I have seen people actually play on like, what do you call them? Microsoft Surfaces? I don't know what you have to rig to get it to work, but I have seen people do that depending on, I guess, the version of the Surface it is. And that's just always struck me as really funny. Bananas are curved during their glowing cycle. As bananas glow up, they start to grow towards the sun. Huh. See? How long have you been playing World of Warcraft? I have been playing for approximately 10 years. I started at the end of Wrath of the Lich King. I need one more box. One more box. Here we go. These, it seems like, and I don't know if this is true because I haven't been like focusing on it, but it feels like they're consumed when somebody picks them up. And I would like to see that hotfix so that they're not, so that other people doing it doesn't make it slower to do. Although I might be just dumb and running right past them. Entirely possible. Okay, so we're going to report to Umbric in the feeding grounds. That's a promising name. The quest where you have to get the bits of dinosaurs confuses people. You cannot attack the rabbitosaurs at the nest, but have to go further north. Bits of dinosaurs. Is that going to be this one? I have a feeling that's what we're coming up to, because that's the only one that sounds like it could be like that. You get 7th Legion too? Oh, that's nice. Still enjoy the game. A lot of criticism is well-founded, but devs are doing their best. I would agree with that. That's how I feel too. That's how I feel too. And it's the same thing I put in my blog, but I trust them. I know that they're doing their best, and I think that they're the best people to do it. A Surface is a full laptop in the form of a tablet. Makes them good for farming those Paragon caches. Ooh, that's a good point. That is a good point. I don't know if I'm planning on, like, grinding. Oh, this is what you're talking about. Dinosaur bits. So not Ravisaurs, but further north. I see. Well, actually, no, I don't see, because I haven't talked to the dude yet, but I will remember that, because I see Ravisaurs. So, now, fresh Ravisaur bits. Well, it looks like these ones do drop them. What do you mean further north? I'm going to run further north just to find out. But that one doesn't... It does say... and I can't, because it's a world quest, I can't get any more description. Let me kill this one and see if it gives me any Ravisaur bits. I thought you were a vanilla child? No, not a vanilla child. I have never been a vanilla child. Did anyone else have to fix their settings when the patch came out? Hi, Hazel, and everyone. Hello, Marlana. My settings were fine. My settings, I think they were fine. The problem is that a lot of settings that I've been resetting are because of a mistake that I made when I went to BlizzCon when I streamed there. I accidentally erased all my keybinds from my account. So I've been, over time, fixing that whenever something comes up. So I am getting Ravisaur bits from this. I wonder if it was just, if it just needed a hotfix back when you did it. But I may have settings that were, that needed doing. I'm going to turn the fish cam off because, it's just reflecting the camera now that the light's turned off. So we'll just turn that off for now. It's too dark. Thanks for the tip. The Ravisaurs have been going nuts. The outline of the map contains the unattackables. Outline of the map? I'm not having the same problem you guys are. What are we talking about? I'm 12 of my 20 fresh Ravisaur bits. Is there another step to this? I'm confused. Banana flavored things are based off of a Cavendish banana. I'm currently learning more about bananas than about WoW. I mean, let's be real. Do people really come here to learn about WoW? I thought they came here to listen to me complain about my washing machine. Are the new invasions as good as the old ones? You get almost a full level per invasion. That, I think so. Well, do we have time? We only have half an hour left. I still want to do the chicken thing. When I did it on the PTR, it was with rested, almost a full level. Without rested, I would assume it's going to be not as much. So maybe it's not quite as good, but it is still better than regular everyday questing. Oh, that worked. I'm 3 of 4 now. The only one I can kill in the nest area is Queen Feather. Interesting. Yeah, I was able to kill all of them. That must be a bug. I bet you they're just going to patch that. Or hotfix that in right now. Banana chat is appealing. I liked Legion better. Still fun with BFA stuff. I played more in Legion. But something that I've been struggling with is it's very easy to compare the most recent Legion that we had with current BFA. And so a symptom the game sort of has that's sort of related to how it is and how it works is the last patch of an expansion, assuming that you're not stuck there too long, is often the best one because they've iterated on all the systems, they put out systems, they've hotfixed them, they come up with new solutions, and you can fly, and you're over-geared for stuff, so you can farm stuff. It's often the best feeling in terms of combat. The problem is just you're running out of stuff to do. And then you do a new expansion, and they're all new systems, and they're ironing all that stuff out all over again. Whether or not that system that causes that is the right way to go is up for debate. But it's also not entirely fair, or at least I feel like it's not fair to compare first patch BFA against last patch Legion. Like, a lot of the problems that I have with it, I understand are because of that. That doesn't make it okay that they exist. There's still a lot of stuff to be done, but I understand that it's just not, I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm probably digging myself into a hole here. I want to do that last one. I want to do that last world quest. I know it's like way out in the middle of all the way over there, but it's going to give me 200 gold, and you know what? I want 200 gold. I pretty much only play Alliance. I have one Horde ult that I need to level, but aside from that, I'm mostly an Alliance person. Patch changed to DX12. Had to edit the config file. Banana Nutty Games. Yeah, I bet that's just a bug with the world quest that they're just gonna fix. Let's not forget about the plantain. I have never had most of these types of bananas. Maybe my overall dislike for the average banana is just because I have not really tried to expand my banana horizons. Dark Iron Dwarf Warlock will look amazing in Heritage Plate Armor. It'll look weird in Heritage Plate Armor. Like, it's not a robe set, right? I bet there's actually a good robe you could pair with it, though. I'll try and come up with something. I don't anticipate that you're ever going to, because of how cats work. But if, for whatever reason, one day you end up petting my cat, she loves this. If you can rub her chin, she will have you do this all day. Like, usually you stop before she will, because you don't want to rub off her chin. She loves it. The theory is that when she was younger, she had a lot of problems with cat acne on her chin. And we tried all sorts of things, and she eventually just grew out of it. We did the whole stainless steel sterilized bowl and rubbed Stridex pads in her chin and took her to the vet and got all this stuff. But the thing that helped is she got older and grew out of it. But for a while, she had, like, itchy acne on her chin. And she loved chin rubs from then because I guess she was itchy. And even now that she doesn't have any more acne, she still loves chin rubs. I think that's how she got it. So hopefully I can do this last quest fine, even though I don't need it. It's just a kill one rare, so hopefully it's alright. Forsaken Forward Guard. There's a lot of enemy. This isn't a PvP. No, this is not a horde camp. Well, it is a horde camp. Should I have gone around? Oh no. Oh, it's fine. I got lots of time. What's the t-shirt you're wearing? Looks quite cool. Thank you. This is the Argus. Hard to see. Argus. It's from the gear store. It's their Argus t-shirt. They put this on sale at some point because I guess nobody bought it because nobody was all that excited about Argus. Salvadoran food. Fried plantains. You know what I actually have tried before and have never really liked is banana chips. Like, something about desiccated banana just doesn't appeal to me in the slightest. I don't understand. This is the Get Hungry stream. I'm sorry. It's true though, you're not wrong. Okay, so now we've done all those. We're gonna complete the ritual. We're also, incidentally, done with I had not yet done my, my Zandalar emissary, so that's kind of nice I got that done. I've never seen bananas talked about so much before. What's your thoughts on the whole HOTS thing? Do you think they're going through a crisis? I think that I wouldn't call it a crisis, because I don't think that they're in any trouble financially, but I do think that they're taking some big management steps and reallocating some stuff, and it is very sad. I'm mostly just really bummed out for the community people. Like, it's hard not to look at that and then wonder what it would be like if it happened to WoW. And, like, people that are like me that do the kind of same thing I do have spent years, like, and granted this is on me and people that have done this, but like years just building your entire life around one thing that you didn't own. And it's a little scary to be shown that that can fall out from under you. What about bananas as mobs? I mean, I could go for like a fruit area, you know, if they're gonna make like a goofy world. I could have seen it more if there was like a mage focused area where wait, I should be turning around and killing some of this stuff. Where maybe some like crazy mage in a tower somewhere has managed to animate a bunch of they managed to animate a bunch of fruit by accident, so you're just like fighting a whole bunch of fruit. I could see that. It would have made more sense in like Karazhan. I mean, maybe not like classic Karazhan, but a Karazhan-like thing, you know? Mage tower with crazy mage that does weird stuff. She sounds like a pirate? Who sounds like a pirate? Me? Sing the My Little Pony song. I don't know it, and I wouldn't if I did. Arg. Oh, boy. Oh. I have a sore back. I'm kind of like hunching over to make sure my cat has enough room in my lap. Would you say a second screen is worth it? Do you use yours often when you're not streaming? Absolutely. 1000%. Yes. Super worth it. 100% worth it. To the point that I would say, even if it's not in the budget to get another monitor that's like the same as the one you have, if you can get even like a bad secondhand one, having a second screen is so handy for everything. Like, I have 3, and I don't think anybody needs 3 unless they're... I use 3 when I'm streaming, and I use 3 when I'm editing, and outside of that, I don't use all 3. But 2, I think, is very, 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 very handy. Yeah, here is esports got canned. They also moved a lot of the dev team onto other projects, and they're putting it into maintenance mode. So they're going to be still releasing balance updates and new heroes, but not as often or as quickly as they had been. And they are setting up the game for long-term stability. And because of that, like, that phrase really stuck with me from that announcement. And it hit me again when in the Q&A this morning. I'm sure it wasn't intentional, but Ian said the exact words long-term sustainability in regards to WoW. And I don't think they're doing the same thing to WoW, but I do think that it was unfortunate timing for that particular phrasing. Because that, I'm sure, maybe I'm the only person that felt that, but that really hit me. I was like, oh, I wouldn't use those words. No raid groups for World Quest anymore? You can, I mean, that's been true for a while. Can't you have groups for, like, raid World Quest, though? Or did they change that? Is that a change? Also, I need to go find Mighty Anja. Hope it's a long time before they can WoW. I would imagine that it's going to be. It's hard to tell what direction WoW's going to go in, but as recently as Legion, WoW is doing very well, I think, for itself. I think it's a lot more profitable. And I also think that even if they canned the WoW esports side of things, which I don't think they're going to, it had actually almost record numbers this last year, but even if they did, I think that enough of the main game wouldn't really care that it would still survive as a PvE game, because that's what WoW has primarily been. Whereas HOTS, sure, there's a huge casual player base that probably doesn't care about the HDC, but it is, in its essence, a PvP game. But yeah, I don't anticipate WoW getting maintenance moded for a while, especially because they work like 2 expansions plus ahead of time, right? So they're, I don't know. Hope not. That would be a bummer for me. And a lot of people, but also me. I want MOBAs to die. Oh boy. I'm sure there's a lot of people that feel that about Battle Royale games. Darn it. I remembered the thing I was going to talk about in the vlog that I forgot. Or did I remember? Did I forget? I don't remember seeing an editing. So while I was reading the rumors... Oh, I think I cut it out by accident. While I was reading all of the rumors about Blizzard, and I was reading rumors about Blizzard after the HOTS news. And one of the things that was mentioned in one of these articles was a leak. So, you know, we have no idea. There's no proof. Somebody could have made this up. Who knows? But a leak that one of the games that is being worked on at Blizzard, because they have said they have plenty of unannounced projects. And they're supposedly, again, no confirmation, but supposedly they're like chasing that Hearthstone success where they have like a smaller project with a smaller team that's meant to be completed faster, but that just like takes off and finds a place in the market. And supposedly one of those projects is like a Warcraft themed Pokemon Go style mobile game. And I believe that because from what I know of a lot of Blizzard staff on Twitter, they're, generally speaking, pretty into Pokemon Go. Obviously not all of them, but like, as a community, they like themselves some Pokemon Go. And that's sort of like a mobile game that has been proven to be well received in the Western market, whereas a lot of other mobile game types are doing great in like the East and in China, for example, but not the kind of mobile games that the West tends to really play. But we played some Pokemon Go, so I'd be interested to see if there's like a public AR game, basically. I don't know if I'd play it, but I'd be curious to see what it's like. So what's going on here? Did I do this? Am I done? Can I turn this in now? Where do I go? Do I go all the way back to Borealis? Looks like it. Yep, we head home. What is this game? This is World of Warcraft. 2 screens are minimum, more the better. In a new Warfront, player turns them into a centaur. Ooh, try and find that. That is like a thing. HOTS isn't my favorite game, but blimey. How long until WoW gets to that point? Hopefully it'll be another good decade. It's hard to tell where we're going and what could happen between now and then. I think that, I don't know. Has BFA gone down badly? BFA's having some issues, but nobody really knows how those issues are reflected in the sub count, aside from like anecdotal stories of people in the forums being like, well, I quit. And they don't release their sub numbers publicly anymore. So it's hard to tell what the impact has been on the actual player base, aside from people saying that, oh, my friends don't play anymore, or I don't play anymore, I'm taking a break or whatever. And WoW also tends to function with people taking breaks. So even if a lot of people have unsubbed, it's not unusual for people to come back to check out the next content patch or the next expansion. So it's hard to call doom based on people not playing, because that's happened before. Okay, so we turned in both of those things. I got all kinds of 7th Legion rep for my what do you call it? Emissary plus thingy doodle. We have 15 minutes left, which honestly is not enough time to do this, but I want to do it anyway, so I'm gonna look it up. I want to do this chicken thing. So I'm going to look at the Vengeful Chicken is what I'm going to need 4 people to help me. And I'm going to thoroughly explain it. Also, I realized why my chat is so delayed, and I can't fix it right now, but I can fix it for next stream, assuming I remember. I turned the delay up. It's either in OBS or in YouTube, but I turned the delay up when we were doing the Pet Battle PvP stream to try and make that more fair. In the event that somebody was potentially stream sniping, and I never put it back down. So it's been long ever since the hero stream. Okay, so we need the world quest, which is up. There are 3 NPCs in the kitchen. One will drop chicken, another roasting fires, and another sprays gravy. You need them to do those abilities in order. Drop a chicken, drop a roasting fire on the chicken, spray the chicken with gravy. So we need to not kill them. It can be done in normal. If you fail, just reset. Don't kill any of them until the chicken spawns. So that's why you would want to not have pugs. Because if somebody kills the chicken, then you have to like reset the dungeon. Walk into try normal, just 2 friends and I. Okay. Quest shows up after you kill one of the named NPCs in the kitchen. After they do it. Hang on. Get to the street. Have the tank pull them. Wait for the chicken to drop on the ground. Roasting fire and spray gravy have to be cast over top of the chicken. So wait for the chicken to drop. Don't kill them. We're going to stack all of the NPCs on top of the chicken. We will wait until the quest appears. And then assuming you accept it, and then you kill them. Okay. we're going to do this on normal because there's no reason to do it on more than normal. I'm going to make a custom group to make sure that we only get people that are from the stream that know exactly what we're doing. And it's very important that anybody that comes with us knows we do not kill those NPCs until after the quest pops up. So I'm going to head out there. I'm going to make a group. We're doing it on normal. We're not going to... I mean, I guess we could queue it. I'm also going to require a chat note. Just to make sure you're listening in order to join the group. We don't need any special item level or anything. So we're going to make a pre-made group. I'm going to do it in custom. Start a group. The title's going to be called Hi, I'm Hazel. I'm going to put Squawk in the details because this is a chicken run. But in order for me to accept you, I need you to put in the note... What do I need in the note? Put in the note the word chicken. And I will take that to mean that you have listened and understood that we are not killing those 3 NPCs in the kitchen until after the quest pops up. We're going to pull them, and we're going to stack them. And we're going to not kill them until the quest pops up. So if you have the word chicken in your invite, then I will take that to mean that you have listened and understood those instructions. How do you do the delay on OBS? No idea. I'm going to have to go poke around. I don't remember how I did it. I also turn trade chat off in the game. And general. I'm very averse to public chat generals in general. So we are looking for somebody who's in the know. Alright, so we got chicken. We got chicken. And then take 1 more DPS and a tank. 1 more DPS and a tank that have put the word chicken. So there's our chicken tank. And then 1 more chicken DPS. That's the one. Okay. And also, if you guys didn't get in the group, this is a good thing to do with your guildies right now. The quest is up for another couple days. And you guys can... Wait, have I invited everybody? Oh, we're waiting for Janalia to take her invite. His or her invite. Yeah, so we're not going to kill the NPCs. If that time's out, then I'll send out another one. I think you can try one for free. It's a Vengeful Chicken. It's a pet, and it's not necessarily a new pet, but it is a, it's not a new pet, but it is a pet that's only been available twice. Alright. So let's... I believe in us. Alright, so we are... Kitty, stop trying to eat my banana peel. I'll queue us up. A specific normal Waycrest. Alright. I don't even know where the kitchen is, to be quite honest with you. Also, I don't know if that queue accept worked. But we're going to do our best. We're going to get to the kitchen. We will pull everything, but we won't kill them. So be careful of your Azurite traits. So, I mean, I don't... Maybe I should be doing this in higher difficulty, but I heard a rumor that it didn't work on not normal, so that's why we're doing it on normal. Just watch your Azurite traits, watch like your Thorn or Cleave effects if you have any of those. If in doubt, just you don't need to aggro, like only the tank I think needs to even aggro them. And then we can just, or one person, yeah. Aside from that, we can do the run normally. We just need to get to the kitchen. Where's the kitchen? Up in the top right. We don't even need to, so we can clear up to the top right. We don't even need to do the dungeon necessarily. We just need to, I think we can make it to the kitchen, then take the quest, and then I think it'll work after that. Is that true? Let's see, Vengeful Chicken. I'm looking for the WoWed post. They post so much news that it's often hard to filter to the right stuff. Alright, so there are peeing out here. Kitty, you got it. You can't eat my food. Get out of here. I'm also gonna give myself a skull marker. And we're heading to the right, I suppose. We can do any bosses if they're in our way. Is this the way to the kitchen? How do I get to the kitchen? Can the staff please show me to the kitchen, please? So the quest directs you to Oglethorpe. He'll take it and give you a chicken. Okay. I've gotten lost. Where am I going? Oh, there's a door. Okay, that's right. Is this the way? If anybody knows a better way, then feel free to tell me. We can kill everything up until we get to the kitchen. There will be named NPCs in the kitchen. I know I said kitchen like 18,000 times. I just want to make sure this goes over. You can do it. Do it 20 really quickly. I did get the chicken, but got declined. There was just more people that applied than we needed. It was just, it was like a first come, first serve on a per roll basis. That's all. Nothing personal. I have a Nelf mage in the US, but only level 100. It's the room next to Raw, one of the ways to reach the cellar. Am I heading the right way then? I guess, like, I'm just kind of based on the original map. I'm kind of heading this way. What happens after I go through here? Is this it? Can we jump down here? There's a banquet hall. You'd think that the food would be served near where the kitchen is. What a cat thing to do. Banana peels are toxic to cats. Yeah, she's out of here. She was mostly just sniffing it, but I will, I'll throw that away once I get up. Relatively, if you get added to a new guild. Dude, how you? Dude, pretty good. I'm hoping this works out. Guilds that send out mass random invites are not friendly. I found in the past, it's been a long time since I've been part of one of those guilds, but I've always found they were very superficially friendly. There was always like 1 or 2 people that were like guild parenting, basically. Is this the way? I don't know. What happens if we jump down? Oh, well, there's Rawl. All right, we can't jump down, so let's keep going around to the side then. So we'll go here and then down here. There was always like 1 or 2 members that were like super friendly and super helpful and trying to like answer new player questions, but most people would just completely ignore you. And there would never really be a core of people to do stuff with, really. Okay, so I see where it is. I see where we're going. We're going this way now. The problem with big houses is you always get lost. Oh, man. That's me. I get lost everywhere. Something I like to daydream about is like what my dream house would be like if I was like super, super successful and was having like a super fancy dream house. And I was thinking about, and I don't think I actually want it to be big. Like, what do I need a lot of space for? Maybe rich me would change my mind, but big just sounds like it would be hard to clean. And as soon as you have to get somebody else in to help you clean it, like, yikes, you know, like other people in my house. That's I mean, it's fine, but like, I don't know. And then, I don't know, you'd have to go so far. Like right now, if I want to get up from my desk and like get something from the fridge or like change my clothes. All right, so we're gonna go through, can we go through Raw? Or no, we just need to go around? Are we able to go through this door? Just watching the game, yeah. I don't know. So apparently not, maybe we can go around. Lost my track of thought. Current guild isn't wonderful, might leave soon. Sign up and jump on US servers. In UK, I know nobody that plays it anymore. Be prepared for some lag. There's definitely a noticeable region lag if you're playing on other regions. And also remember that your account data does not carry over, so you won't have your mounts and pets and achievements and whatnot. All of those things are fresh if you play on American servers. It's not just like a super simple server swap. Okay, so we can go in and kill Rawl here. I don't see why we wouldn't. We should be able to go. I mean, we don't need to kill Rawl, I guess. No, it doesn't really matter. We can just kind of head over this way and do these things. I wish I had remembered to grab my Shadow Crash back, because that would have been good. I hope my Void thing doesn't pull that guy. Should be able to just get through this. I'm really excited about this, because when I first read that article, I was like, there's no way I'm going to be able to find, just like, unless I do it on stream, there's no way I'm going to be able to find some people to help me with this. And if I try and do it in a pug, I'm just going to get really frustrated. So I'm really glad that I remembered to do it on stream and that you guys are willing to help me. It's so special to have people that are able to do this. I wish all of you that want to do this the best of luck in finding some people. You may be able to coordinate. All right, so here we go. This is it. No DPS. Stack them on the chicken. Actually, I can probably just I'm gonna try and stack them on the chicken. So there's gonna be a chicken, and I think they have to throw the chicken on the floor. So I'm waiting for a chicken. we're gonna see a chicken, and then we're gonna stack them up. So somebody has to get a chicken. This is the chicken. So now we're just gonna stack here and wait. And I don't think we even need to kill them. We need everybody here. Stack on me. Everybody stack here. And they're going to... There should be a quest. I thought I saw a quest, actually. I thought I saw something that I could right-click on. There it is. So now somebody can take that, maybe? How do you click on that? Alright, there we go. Accept. And then I think I can share that. So I can... Did everybody... Alright. Poultry science. And then when everybody has it... have it. So when you have it, if you're part of this group, just put 1 in the chat once you've got it. Once you've got the quest. And then once everybody has it, then we can kill this and move on with our lives. We could also finish the world quest, but it doesn't really matter. I don't think we need it. So we're waiting for confirmation from Genalia and Rigolorion to make sure that you guys have got the quest. Nilsor, thanks for the super chat. Hi, Hazel. Hope you're all doing well. Hazel is making my life easier since watching. It makes me happy. That's so sweet. Thank you. I hope you're having a great day. Christmas lights make her look yellow. It's mostly, I mean, my camera settings could do with some help, but they also change throughout the day because I've got, like, daylight behind me that has now gone down. So it kind of gets yellower as the day goes on. So we're gonna go. We good now. So we can kill these and move on. I don't especially want to finish the world quest, but I will if anybody needs it. It would be very fast to finish, but it's just Azurite. Does anybody feel strongly about finishing the world quest? Now that you've killed all these 3 mobs, next time that you do it, even if your group doesn't want to do the world quest, just finishing it. You need the last boss. We'll do it, but we can you just run straight to the end of it? Are we able to go ahead and do that, or do we need to kill more of them first? I don't know. A gaming channel to my Discord? What would a gaming channel be for? Isn't that what Scroll Squad discussion is about? Should be able to blow through pretty quickly. Oh, okay. We need the last boss for the chicken? I think the cutting edge poultry science quest is the one that we need, but we can certainly, all right. We can certainly do it. Lead the way. I don't know where I'm going. Normal dungeon after this. It'll be real quick. We can, I mean, there's a boss over here. Don't you have to get them low enough for them all to do the abilities? I don't think so. It didn't seem like that. It seemed like they just kind of, yeah, I think that for the quest for the chicken, we can just go turn it in now. I don't think you need to finish the dungeon for it. I think the dungeon finishing is for the world quest, which does not give the chicken. You just need the world quest to be up for those NPCs to be present. But we can certainly finish the world quest. It's not a big deal. Misery or Dark Void? Definitely not Misery. Dark Void, typically. Because even if you're not in an AoE situation, you can still use it as a big generator of insanity. It's like 40 insanity. What is it? 30 insanity. It's still a big chunk of insanity. We good then? I am. Let's go to Booty Bay. Okay, yeah, let's go to Booty Bay. Let's go turn that in. So what's the best way to get there? I don't have boots or anything, so I'm gonna go Dalaran. I'm just gonna go Dalaran Stormwind and fly south. Actually, I had a Stormwind teleport click. That would have been faster now that I think of it. Yeah, if you want to raid, you should definitely raid. May have inspired me to sign up to WoW. I was considering it before, but came across your channel and your vids are awesome. I think that you're going to have a splendid time. Try not to read too many rage threads, especially if you're new to the game, just because there is so much content available and so much of it is still worth doing. like, there's 15 years worth of dungeons and raids they put out, and while those won't give you, like, progression gear anymore, there is still transmog sets, and there's pets, and there's toys, and there's lots of cool things that can be done by going back and doing old content and seeing all these areas, so there's just, like, a huge world to explore. For this much work, a chicken is a poultry reward. Good luck with your pet. I gotta go. Night all. See you later, Merlana. Find a group that is fun to raid with, and will help you and not bring you down. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm wondering if there's, like, a faster way. Karazhan. Oh, that would have been better. You're right. Karazhan would have been slightly faster. Would have put me all the way down there. Oh, well. We can just kind of aim ourselves and then head on down and snack on a cookie. Click the teleporter for 10 gold to Ratchet. There's a Ratchet teleporter in Vale? It is a massive game. It can be overwhelming. Nathan, if you guys can kill Mythic Mithrax, I believe in you to get Cahoon. You've got time. You guys can do it. Where are you going? I have the banana peel over here. That pun was foul. Back from 5.3 when the Barons quests were a thing. I think that they're gonna make the Barons into a Warfront. Did they confirm that already, or am I imagining things? I guess we weren't, like, because when you look in the achievement window for, like, expansion features, war effort, I guess those are just, like, missions. But you've got Azeroth at war. Oh no, those are just missions. I guess maybe not. But, like, the Barons is one place where we're obviously having a war effort that hasn't been super heavily focused on, at least in the Alliance story. Maybe Horde does stuff in the Barons, but I don't remember being there in a while. But it is noted in those missions, so I wonder if that would be a Warfront. Discovering everything for the first time is the best part of WoW. I don't know what you're eating, but I want it. Well, this is a cheap grocery store cookie. Like, you know those ones that are kind of like chalk, but they're like sugary chalk, and they've got like sprinkles on them? They're like Christmas cookies. They also make them for like Halloween and stuff. I don't hate it, you know? It's not a great cookie, but I don't hate it. The kitty has taken over the game a long time ago. I think I just like the stuff that you can't get anymore. Portal and Starman to Blasted Lands? Oh, that would have been better too. You guys are the best advice givers. Wish I could give you all hugs. The Barrens is a Horde questing zone? You mean like after you level through it? Because I know it's a questing zone when you're leveling through it. Do they go back and do it for like war campaign stuff? Yeah, because maybe I'm just missing something. Alright, so over here in this one, it looks like. Thank you for the raid markers. Otherwise, you're right, I would have gotten pretty confused. So we turn this in, and he gives you a chicken brain. Kitty. Kitty. That's my tea. What do you want? I cleaned your water bowl. And that gives us all brand new, shiny, matching Vengeful Chickens. So there you go. There you have it. That's how you get a Vengeful Chicken. And I recommend that anybody that wants to do so, because the World Quest is up for another 3 days, I believe. It's available for both Alliance and Horde, up for another 2 days. And this is only the second time it's even been up since the game launch, so it might be a while after this. So if you're a pet person, try to find a group that's willing to coordinate and do that, and don't try and do it with pugs, because if anybody kills those NPCs too early, you're in trouble. In any case, that's it for me on my stream. I am done for today. I will see you on the next live stream is Tuesday. And actually, instead of Mount Runs, and I know, instead of Mount Runs next Tuesday, we're having a baking stream. So it'll probably contain about the same amount of WoW conversation, and it's not like Mount Run gameplay was terribly, it's not like Mount Run gameplay was terribly engaging anyways. And we will go back to Mount Runs, I promise. But we're going to be baking in the kitchen. And I'm going to be trying to make a gingerbread house, which I don't think I've ever done before outside of like a kit that was always like super gross. I'm going to be trying to make the gingerbread and the icing to like house it up. So that's Tuesday. I will see you guys then. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye.